Hello, and welcome back to Faster Than Light. This will be episode 16. And where we left off in the last episode was with this very bright background. Lots of stars, possibly exploding. Millions of wheels, all just gone up in a puff of smoke. And we just got ourselves a halberd beam, which we're probably not going to use. Though I suppose if the situation presented itself, we might swap the halberd beam out instead of the iron blast too. But other than that, it's going to cost us about 160 scrap plus extra to bring the reactor up to a suitably high level to power the additional weapon system power needs to bring the two weapons online. If I did have them both online, the iron blast could easily take down 2 layers of shields, or 3, and the halberd beam would then tear through whatever was left. It would be a great combination, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So, we're going to move on. We've got a store, but no scrap. So we're not going to go there. We're instead going to start making our way across to the exit. We won't go for this top point because we'd probably only have to jump down anyway. Your jump leads you to nothing but empty space. This jump beacon serves no purpose other than as a connection. Oh, well, I suppose that's better than jumping into a fight we couldn't win, but still a little bit annoying. Let's go for this top point, as it seems that one would have a better chance of linking to other things. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. Let's see, have a quick look what they've got. They've got a drone system, so we might be attacked by drones flying at us. They are powering up their faster than light drive. If they get away, they will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. Which means, Ion Blast, your job is on their engines. Excellent. Their engines are down. Job success. Okay, we're never actually going to do any damage if we keep doing this, so... Oh, there we go. Now, that's brilliant. Our drone will now start tearing their ship down. Excellent. This is going quite well. I wish you could control the drones, but if you could, it would make it so easy. Any fight where you had an anti-ship drone, so I can understand why you can't, but it would be kind of cool. The ship breaks apart, and you're relieved to know that you are still one step ahead of the enemy fleet. Hopefully 2 or 3, actually. Missiles, 2. Drone parts 1 and 16 scrap were recovered. Let's continue. It's up to 20 scrap. Is there anything I particularly want for 20? We will bring up our med bay as well to 35 at some point. 435 at some point, rather. Let's jump. We're not going to go for this one. We would literally be going backwards, and that isn't really what we need right now. Let's go ahead along the top. Ever closer towards the exit. Your jump leads to a remarkable binary star system. The view is beautiful, but there is nothing else around. Damn it. We should have gone back. Let's... Yeah, again, I don't think jumping backwards is going to help us a lot in this case. And there should be 3 more beacons we can visit before we jump to the exit beacon. So we'll go ahead and make this jump. You are immediately contacted by a settlement. Hello, travellers. Your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work? We'll listen to your offer. A space dock is under assault from rebels. Although the dock is technically illegal within their laws, it's very important for our trade. We'll pay you in fuel and scrap if you promise to save them. Yeah, sure. Anything to piss off the rebels. They transmit the space dock's coordinates. Added a quest marker to your map. Honestly, we would have done this for free if you just told us it was the rebels, but we'll accept your scrap and fuel. Once you arrive at the beacon, you detect a rebel scout assaulting a compound on a nearby desolate moon. Engage the rebels and rescue the space dock, like the heroes we are. Right, go for their shields, keep the shields down, and have our drone destroy everything else if they can. Ooh, that could have been bad. Right, we are ruining their ship. This Engi Cruiser is actually pretty good when I remember to turn the drone on. Not bad, they should be down now. Excellent. Right, Psycho and quickly fix up the engines. The outpost hails you. Thank you. I don't know what we did to anger the rebels, but they were ready to kill us. I'll show you our goods and patch up your hull. Okay. Oh, if only. I mean, all of these are pretty good, but that would be very good. And this will get me 35, so yeah, goodbye halberd beam. You have served the purpose in allowing us to get a drone recovery arm. That will really, really help us. And if we only had a little bit more scrap, we could get long-range sensors as well. Alas, we don't. But no, that was a really, really good pickup. I'll quickly show you what that does. Non-destroyed drones will be retrieved when jumping, allowing their parts to be reused. I'm not sure if that means more than one drone can be picked up. I always assumed that it was only one. But if that's not the case and any non-destroyed drones are recovered, that is absolutely amazing and well worth the relatively small cost. Just wait for the Psych to finish patching this up. Then we'll get him back on shield and prepare to jump. That was really good. I'm really pleased with that. From now on, we'll just be stockpiling drone parts, which for the Engi is probably a really big thing. So we can have up to 3 drones active at a time. You find a mercenary for hire at this beacon. Their unique skills can sometimes be useful, but we're not going to really hire them. We're going to fight them because their scrap will be more useful to us. And go for their shields. Keep those shields down. Now go for their weapons. Ow. Right, now back on shields. That should keep their shield down for our drone to continue harassing them. We'll just alternate between shields and weapons where we can. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 18 scrap. Not bad. Oh, that does mean we can upgrade our medbay. Now, as you've seen in previous Let's Plays, having an upgraded medbay does give us some additional options, basically, so just having it there is going to be useful. And eventually, you know, in a fight, that would be great if I could just shunt all power to the medbay whilst they're fighting in there. That's just going to be awesome. And various other things. If the medbay does have a effect on the medbots, then having an upgraded medbay is only going to make more sense because we get even a bigger benefit from that. But let's go ahead and jump. We've got time, I think, so let's visit this unvisited location. There's a ship with pirate markings orbiting the nearby planet. You receive his hails. Anything is possible, for the right price. Oh, another one. That's kind of funny. No, we'll fight you as well. You don't have a drone bay, which is usually the thing I'm... That and teleporters are the things I'm most fearful of, generally. Mercenaries are worse than rebels. The only honourable course is to engage the mercenary in battle. Still don't believe it. Well, yeah, now their weapon system. They've got a lot of lasers, so we want to take those down if we can. Let's keep their weapon system offline if we can. Come on. We lost our weapon system there for a moment. You have clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. They'll give us 10 scrap, but... I mean, they didn't start this fight. So... It's not a very good payout, but... We can't abandon our humanity in pursuit of this mission, otherwise what does that make us? Worse than the rebels, that's what it makes us. So, we won't be bloodthirsty. You know, we were after your scrap and you're offering us some, so we'll accept. Do mark this. Your lives now belong to us. Move on. You've arrived at the long-range jump beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. As you arrive in the system, you are hailed by a loyalist settlement. Upon learning of your quest, they offer you supplies. Excellent. Though I'm really not sure that Aavak should be just telling people about our quest, even if they are loyalists. Aavak, you're a bad man. Actually, Jester. No, I don't know. Whoever did it. Probably Psyche, that scallywag. He's going to hate that. Right, let's have a quick look. We've got 28 scrap. We could put a little bit more power. That would be useful. But it would also be kind of useful to have more in a lot of things, really. No, we're going to bring up my senses, because that will really, really help. It always does. I always feel a bit naked without having better senses. Now, this looks pretty interesting, actually. I think we'll go south and then up. Though, having said that, we might... I don't know. No, we'll go south, then up along this route. That way we'll go through one hostile sector. I don't really want to commit to going through two. So we'll go to the Zoltan controlled sector first. Good old Zoltan. Just take a sip of drink. You arrive in Zoltan space. From what you have heard, they anticipate the coming war and made preparations to hold their borders. Okay, wise. Let's go along here first and then move up. We'll try to avoid the nebula this playthrough, I think. I usually love the nebula because it slows everything down, but we'll try to avoid it if we can. The rebel ship has been patrolling this region. As soon as you arrive, it begins its assault. Now we can actually see what they have this time, which is great. There's no need not to activate our drones since we get the drone parts back, so we may as well turn him on every opportunity we get. Alright, these guys are just sitting ducks now. There's nothing they can do. Absolutely nothing they can do. They offer you some of their cargo if you let them live. No. Sorry, but it would be very impolite to the Zoltan to allow you to roam around within their borders. We will not accept your surrender. I do kind of feel sorry because they are literally sitting ducks. They cannot do anything. This cruiser is actually quite powerful if you play it right. Not that I'm necessarily playing it right, but it seems to be going well for me right now. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, as always they seem to. 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 19 scrap, which is not bad at all. So, let's go ahead and jump. Actually, these nebula sectors, because this isn't a nebula sector itself, these nebula beacons would drastically reduce the speed of the rebels. So I'm going to have to pass through one anyway. We'll make a decision when we hit that. You arrive at the Zoltan research facility. They say they're researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. They ask if your crew has the time to undergo a few scans. I'll participate in the study. As soon as you dock, pirates burst on board and a hostile ship appears on the radar. You hear the Zoltans yell in the distance, "We're being held hostage!" Oh, bugger. Right, I'm going to pause this to just have a quick look at what's happening. We've got Jester in a room with a couple of other people. That's not good. Right, turn on the anti-ship drone. Tell the Iron Blast to target their shields for now. But Psyche, you are going to be needed for this fight. So, actually, I'll let them take down my helm. I don't care about it. It would be better for me right now to wipe out... there we go. They're in there. So, Psyche get in there, and Aavak get in there. And in the med bay, which we are going to power up, fully, we should be able to easily win this fight. Yeah, they're not even challenging us in the medbay now. There we go. And we're drastically reducing their ship's ability to combat us. We're not really doing much to them though, and that's a bit of a problem. Right, Chester, back on helm. Aavak, get in there as well to help. Get over there. Oh, we're completely out of O2. I miss these things. As important as they appear. But we are doing some decent damage now. We're keeping their shield down, and our drone is ruining their ship, which is everything we'd hoped for. We need to take out that weapon system while we get the chance. There we go. They shouldn't be a problem for now. Right, Aavak, just repair the medbay for me. And we don't need O2 on full anymore. Actually, being able to put all that power into the O2 system really helped. It brought us back up to 100% oxygen in no time. You take out the ship and contact the research station. We got 2 fuel, 1 drone part, and 20 scrap just for destroying the ship. Thank you for rescuing us. They held us hostage to ambush unsuspecting passers-by. Please, take this. Oh, a system repair drone as well. 1 drone part, 12 scrap, and 1 missile. Excellent. Very excellent. Very pleased. Now, Aavak can get back up here. No, actually, Aavak needs a little bit of extra health. Then he can get back up here. There we go. Now, for us to be able to run that, we're going to need a little bit more power. We'll accept. That won't be too bad. This little drone will basically run around our ship repairing things automatically, which means we'll effectively have 4 crewmen for the sake of repair, which is a good thing. Now then, let's go ahead and jump. See, I'm really debating, because if I jump in here willy-nilly, I know it's going to be a plasma storm, and I'm going to be made to suffer for my hubris. Without active senses, you have no other option but to look out of the viewport in apprehension. It's eerily quiet. Okay, so far so good. Here's the crunch time. Do we explore the nebula, which we've almost certainly got time to do because they're going to be advancing quite slowly, or do we just rush out, try to look at all the normal systems first? We're only on our 2nd system. And these early sectors are going to be the places where we're going to have to build up our scrap. But it is a risk. Right, well, you know, the crew are all going to get together. They're going to flip coins or throw dice or draw straws, I don't know. They're going to make the decision. In other words, I'm just going to randomly choose to not go there. Okay, so we're going to go elsewhere. Damn it, now I'm regretting my decision. There are some mineral-rich asteroids here that the Zoltan have left idle, but you've none of the necessary equipment to mine them. Okay. Oh, a distress beacon. Let's go check out what's happening. You arrive to find a lumbering Zoltan freighter with no one at the helm. It's a mystery what happened to the crew, but it'd be a shame to let the opportunity go to waste. So, we scavenged parts from it. And with that, we'll bring up our power. So now we'll be able to have both of our drone systems online. That is pretty cool. And when we're not needing them both, we can... It would be good to have this online, but it would also be good to have blast doors. Just to prevent people from easily being able to move around a ship. This is a difficult choice. You know what, I'm just going to keep hold of it for now. And I'll put that point in here instead so that my medbay will disperse its medbots. But for the time being, we'll hold on to it just in case we come across a stall. Because I have a terrible habit of never doing that, and then a moment I've spent are all finding a stall. The rebel ship moves in to engage. You attempt to open communications, but realize the futility of that action when you see the ship is run by an AI. Blasted AIs. Right, go for their weapon systems, please. There we go. We win. That was easy. It would be nice to have another a weapon system that can actually do damage itself, rather than relying on the drone. Though I suppose that's what this ship is built for, but still. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Not too bad on the scrap front, actually. Do we jump back? No, we won't jump backwards. We'll just see what we can investigate as we approach the exit instead. Catch a glimpse of a strange signal coming from the space station before your sensors shut off unexpectedly. As you discover that your sensors are being jammed, you hear hostiles beam aboard your ship. Prepare for a fight. Damn it. Okay. Aavak. Right. Psych, get over here. Jester, out to the... Oh. Yeah. Definitely, guys, get to the med bay. I'm going to power full into that and also give full oxygen as well. We'll win this fight, but they will knock out our weapon systems while they're doing it. I don't think that does hull damage though, so that's fine. Oh, these guys are surviving for ages. No, it did do 1 hull damage. Damn it. So we can't just let them walk around and do whatever they want, unfortunately. Oh, it's taken a long time because the Engi do half damage. No, don't take out my O2. Filthy swines. Stop. Yes. He abandoned his attack because there was a room left in here. Right, Aavak, go and repair that with your super fast Engi repair ways. Because while he's in there slowly being killed by Jester and Psych 360, you can repair everything. Right, there we go. Jester back on helm, and Psych 360 back on shields. That actually went well, considering. You can get drones that are like anti-personnel drones for instances where people board, and the drone will wander around to kill them. Just taking another drink there, sorry. But as far as I'm aware, it's exactly the same drone as the boarding drone. It just only operates on your ship. So there's a store, and we've got plenty of time, so yeah, let's explore these other beacons first. Oh, damn it. Oh, and a Zoltan ship as well, so their shield's going to be up for ages. You arrive in an asteroid field and are greeted by a Zoltan guard. By attempting to access these closed mining fields, you are in violation of the Natural Mineral Protection Act. Your weaponry will be confiscated for processing. You don't have time for this. No, we do not. Right, immediately go for their shield, please, and bring the... Oh. Bring this online. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is actually terrible. Let's just get out of this place as fast as we can. Oh. Right, 3 drone parts, 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 15 scrap. Okay, can we jump yet? No, we can't. Damn it. Right, jump to the store. A mantis crew here has hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale. The only way, presumably, for them to operate their black market trade without detection. It is worth a look, yes. There's a pike beam. Can cut across entire ships, assuming there's no shield to stop it. Beam damage is reduced by 1 for every shield it passes through, which allows for partial shield piercing. Only requires 2 power. 2 power for that, and halberd beam requires 3. We don't want that, really. We do want to fix everything, though. And we may well need to fix everything again in a moment. Now, we're just going to have to jump in there, because there's nothing we can do. Actually, go repair that. We'll quickly get this up to full power so that the med bots are much more prolific, and do our best to get these fights. I think it's actually more or less keeping them going. That's pretty cool. You get down there as well. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Now, if I power that down, let's see how... It doesn't seem to affect how fast the med bots react, actually. Well, that was worth a try anyway. So there we are. We're fully healed at least. And on that note, I think I will put some more power into something. The blast doors, I'm thinking. It'll be useful. It would have been useful in that fire, at least. Right, let's visit this unvisited location and then jump down into the exit. And that will probably be enough time then for us to end the episode. In fact, this fight might be... You pick up the last broadcast from a rupturing Zoltan freighter. The mantis, they're here, please! You're interrupted by fire off the port bow. There's an Engi and 3 mantis. Probably 2 of those mantis are coming on board. Yes, as I suspected. But we'll try and... Oh, okay. Well, if you're willing to fight me in there, I'm more than happy to oblige you. Right, I want their weapons down, please, and... Anti-ship drone online. Right, get in it. And you, Aavak. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Well, we should be able to keep their weapons off. Oh, that really did hurt. I'm not gonna rush to repair that just yet, but Aavak, get up there, psych, heal up, and then quickly get back to you. Close those doors. Right. We've won this fight. It was a bit rough, but we have won it. Surprised they didn't surrender, but then they are mantis. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials, 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 17 scrap. Not the best haul in the world, but certainly not bad. We've actually got enough time to visit this nebula. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try and get every bit of scrap out of the system we can before we have to leave. This nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew, taking refuge from the Zoltan border police. They don't seem prepared to risk your leaving with the coordinates, and open fire. Oh, you foolish people. Right, go for their weapon systems, please. Anti-ship drone active. Got a missile I want to take out. I didn't get to it in time, but it has taken out their ion weapon at least. Aavak helps psych with that. And now Medbot, this dispersal thing, is pretty cool. Right, Aavak can get back on weapons. How much is he helping now? 14% faster, I think. This system suffering. The rock ship attempts to make contact. Alien vessel, cease your attack. We will pay. 4 missiles, 1 drone part, and 12 scrap. Well, you did attack us first, but you did so in fear rather than anger. And given that your ship has been badly damaged, you are less likely to do this in future, so okay, we'll accept it. As I've stated before, we're not bloodthirsty. We're on a mission of peace. Well, for us, anyway. We want to bring peace to our people and everyone else by destroying the rebels. Peace through power. So, let's go ahead and jump to the exit beacon. There is a store there, but there's no guarantee I'd be able to get back to the exit beacon. And I don't really have enough to buy anything anyway. You've arrived at the long-range jump beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. But there's a pirate, as always there is. You come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. You quickly receive a transmission from the pirate. Stay out of this fight and we'll make it worth your while. You can accept the bribe, which is really a very paltry bribe. Or try to be a hero and attack the pirates. Again, I can never turn down this try to be a hero part. It's just not possible. I think it's genetically programmed into me. The pirate ship stops its pursuit and locks weapons onto your ship. That's fine. We'll quickly destroy them. Shield gone. Shield's really badly damaged. And one of their weapons down. Their oxygen down. Yeah, that thing is setting fires everywhere. You're awesome. You proved a sufficient match for the pirates. They are powering up their FTL drive and trying to get away. We will not be having any of that. Drone, you are awesome. That was just phenomenal targeting. I'm seriously not controlling this drone, by the way. That was just luck. The pirate explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. You go to examine the ship you just saved. The pirate's victims quickly jumps away before you have a chance to speak to them. In fairness, it's a wise decision, you know. They don't know us from Adam. And I have no idea where that saying comes from. Now, we can start upgrading various things. We could put enough power into our shields to get 2 layers. That would be pretty useful. And is in fact what we're going to do. Now I'll have to take down my med bay and 1 layer of my drive to turn that on, but I think that'll be the better choice. Really, it'll put us in better stead for the upcoming 3rd sector. But I'll leave the decision on where we're going for the next episode. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode so far. And I will see you then, I guess, when we choose where we're going and see if that choice on the 2 layers of shielding over the faster engines was a good one. Take care.